Hello and welcome back, guys, to Football Fanatics. Me, Arun, and Gokul are back again with Game Week 22 results, and we'll be doing preview of Game Week 23 as well. So, without wasting any more time, let's start with Game Week 22, which was very unfortunate for me as a Chelsea fan. It was absolutely disaster. So, there's no other place to start, Gokul. We'll start with
Yeah,
the Manchester City versus Chelsea. And again, like we saw at Stamford Bridge, at Etihad, again Manchester City dominated Chelsea for the whole 90 minutes, and it took a bit of a spark and a bit of a magic from Kevin De Bruyne to clinch it 1-0. But there is no two ways to say that Manchester City completely deserved this win, and Chelsea were completely played out of the park this game. What were your thoughts on this one?
yeah, true. I think Man City played really well. Like they dominated the game. They didn't
Mm,
like give much chance to Chelsea, but yeah, Chelsea I think did well because they didn't allow Man City to score goals, and they took a brilliant strike from De Bruyne to get them ahead.
yeah.
But yeah, but all in all, I think City deserved those 3 points. They were really dominant. They controlled the game well, and yeah, and now I think the Premier League race is over. I think
Yeah,
it's heading City
I
away
think
from
it's
Man
that
City.
it's safe to say that Manchester City has leapfrogged. At least I don't know if Liverpool are still thinking of title, but as Chelsea certainly are completely out of this race because it's really impossible to gap
Yeah,
that 16-point gap. It's just too hard for us now. And the way we are playing, we're going to drop lots of points because we had another game that week as well, which we will be touching upon soon. But let's talk more about this Manchester City Chelsea match. Chelsea there was nothing in the game for Chelsea. There was no intent. We were trying to play a higher defensive line, but it clearly wasn't working. We didn't have personnel to do a lot of things which we usually do. There was no crosses inside the box. Lukaku again really awful on the ball. There was
yeah,
absolutely nothing from him again. Uh, do you really think now Lukaku can come back after the interview and after the disaster performance that he's been putting in?
yeah. It's getting really tough for Lukaku because
Mm,
yeah, after that situation, and now I think he's like struggling. He's not getting the ball, not getting the services, and he's not able to impose himself on the game. So it's really tough for Lukaku right now, I guess, and it's getting even tougher now because David more games he doesn't score, it is going to get even tougher for him.
mm. And the pressure of 100 million. And see,
Yeah,
the first of all, Chelsea fans are absolutely angry with the guy because of the interview that he did. And we that was almost that was a record transfer of 100 million. And him coming
yeah,
out saying this stuff and almost doing nothing in the whole game. That just not justifies the amount, the money, and just brings a lot of bad press for Chelsea right now because though we are out of Premier League, we are still in other competitions, but the form is dreadful right now from Chelsea.
yeah, true. Because that's the problem. The price tag will like always be there, and on top of that, he gave that interview that
Mm,
didn't help at all. So every game he plays, he will be under pressure, and every game he doesn't score, he'll be scrutinized.
mm,
So and he has been like from the past 2 years has been like missing in these big matches against the
mm.
big or like so-called top teams. He hasn't scored much goals against these top teams. So yeah, it's there for him like from the long back. But yeah, now he has to score goals now because the price tag he was brought and Chelsea. I think it was the like last piece of like business they had to do. The
Mm.
number 9 on the player they were missing was a number 9 and they got him, but yeah, it's not working for them right now. It's really
Absolutely
sad.
nothing because we thought he was a missing puzzle, but clearly once he
Yeah,
has come in, the whole team's the balance has been lost. And since the interview, it doesn't look like he's going to recover right now, at least in the near future. And the team looks tired. At least that was the reason that Tuchel gave in the post match. But what I honestly believe is because we used to usually play without a striker. I mean, the whole last season we won the Champions League. Now this guy coming in, we are trying to create him as a focal point, and that's not working. That's not working for us, and the system is not helping Lukaku as well. But we also, if we had James and Chilwell in the squad like earlier, we could have had created a lot more chances. But with Alonso and Aspilicueta, aging Aspilicueta, it doesn't look like we have any service inside the box. And Lukaku again not being that he doesn't really have a good movement inside the box, or he's someone we just need to spoon feed all the balls, and that's not going to happen at
Yeah,
Chelsea right now. And he looks absolutely dreadful without the ball always. And honestly, and there's a lot of other rumors coming out from Chelsea's room that players not being happy with the coach and everything. It is just awful from Chelsea, just awful from Chelsea's management right now. And and I thought at least we would have a couple of transfers, at least loan moves this January, and that's not looking likely now. And I think this is going to be a tough run now. I think top four race is on for Chelsea, because if they're not careful, we saw how Spurs played a few nights back, clinching that absolutely 94th minute victory.
and if yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just getting harder for Chelsea right now to survive in top four, because now if Spurs win all the games in their hand, they actually leapfrog Chelsea right now in the table.
Yeah, they go with Chelsea. Yeah, true. So yeah, that's very like dangerous and because Chelsea were so far ahead. Like it was like these three teams are like all above the others, and they were like fixed for the top. Now, yeah, now Spurs can catch up Chelsea if they win all the games in hand.
Mm,
Yeah, that's yeah, and yeah, the problem is Lukaku. We have to give service to him because he is not a player like a Harry Kane or someone else who comes back, he takes the ball and runs with the ball and creates chances. He's not kind of the player
mm,
because he has to view the services. He put in the balls in the box. He will he will finish the games. But here, yeah, Chelsea are struggling to like create chances because yeah, as you said, Chilwell and James they are weakness because those were the players who were creating chances for Chelsea.
mm.
More coming from the like wings, they were putting crosses, they were scoring goals. So yeah, that's a big miss for Chelsea, and yeah, losing like both, it's really unfortunate.
Mm.
Like one was a
And Alonso doesn't really have a pace to do that, and
yeah, both the players like
yeah,
as
he
Liquid
doesn't
and
really
Alonso.
have. Yeah, both of them doesn't have the pace nor the
Yeah,
skills to provide balls inside the box. It's just getting, it's absolutely useless to right now consider those both actually doing anything in the game, which we were seeing earlier from Chilwell and Reece James. I would say that's a big miss. It's really unfortunate, but we see Pep Guardiola's Man City, you see Liverpool, they just move on, and Chelsea clearly couldn't do that. Hence, we were struggling right now even keep up our top four places. So it's just absolutely bad from Chelsea again, losing that 1-0 game from with Manchester City, losing all the title hopes. But with that, we come to the next game for Chelsea. That was Chelsea versus Brighton. Again, we went to Brighton's home, and we were absolutely played out of the park from Brighton. I mean, from Brighton as well. We created nothing against Brighton, because you can consider again Manchester City. It's all right because it's still Manchester. They're the champions,
yeah,
but against Brighton, we looked awful against Brighton. It was hard to get a ball in their half from Brighton. They looked the dominant side. They played us off the park. I mean, again, they didn't have Bissouma, Lamptey played us. Tossard played us. You name it. They had. It didn't look like we were playing a team like Brighton. It looked like we were
Lallana,
playing something really some great team, and they absolutely they dominated the whole game. I wouldn't be surprised if they had won the game. We were lucky enough to get a draw out of it.
true. Yeah, true. Even I told my I was really surprised because like Brighton was like really dominating the game. They were controlling the game really nicely. Uh, we saw like the like early season Brighton they were
Hmm.
like firing also in we saw that Brighton in this match because they were really good and Lallana was great from the midfield.
Gokul, I think you are having a bit internet issues.
Yeah, only I think if Mope had converted some of the something, it's not working. Even in this match, Lukaku was anonymous, and so yeah, Chelsea needs to like change something. The system, something is not working. Because,
You can check your like
it's
internet
like
connection. I think
they're
you're
not
having
able to
issue with
control
your
the game.
Wi-Fi.
I just
Hmm.
is it okay now?
Well, it looks okay. I think so. Yep, it looks okay right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think something has to change for Chelsea because it's not
Mm.
working right now. Even like in the Brighton game also, they are not able to control the game because in the midfield, like Brighton do something else to like change the system or change some personals and like do some changes to like get back to the form they were in.
Yeah. So Gokul, we're talking about Brighton, and again, like you said, they look the dominant side in the game, whole game, and it didn't look like we had the ball the whole 90 minutes, and we luckily got a goal from Hakim Ziyech, and he didn't look like happy scoring the goal as well. It looked like it was a frustration from him scoring that one goal. And after that, he wasn't celebrating the whole match. I mean, if any player who scores a goal, he should be celebrating the goal at least. He
Yeah.
wasn't. And Tuchel came out and said he was tired. And I don't believe it 1 second. If anyone's scoring a goal, he should be over the top of the mountain if he's scoring the goal, but he didn't.
Yeah.
And it looked really awkward from and there was a certain there was confusion between him and Lukaku going on in the game, and it's not looking all good. It's just not looking all good in Chelsea's dressing room right now.
Hmm. Yeah, something is not right there because
Mm,
yeah, because if somebody scores a goal, even if he's tired, he is bound to celebrate, right? He's
mm.
not going to fall back. So yeah, there's something going on, but yeah, even I think that there should be some change in Chelsea's squad or system, something because the players are not looking happy. They are not
Mm.
like enjoying the game. They are like really under pressure. They are like not able to perform to the best. So I think there should be some changes because it's not helping for Chelsea right now.
Mm. And Brighton, to give a bit more praise to Brighton, this is their what 11th draw. They are the stalemate specialist of this Premier League this season, and
Yeah.
they look comfortable right now. In the top half of the table.
Yeah, I think they played really well this match because they were running the show from the
Mm.
midfield. I think Lalana, I think it was really great, and Trossard was great. He was like creating chances. I think if Mope had taken some of the chances, they could have
Mm.
even won the match.
Yeah.
And Lamptey was great too. So yeah, all in all, they were really brilliant in this match.
Mm. There was nothing that I can say, to appease any Chelsea fans because we were absolutely garbage in the last two matches against City. I expect this, but against Brighton, it was
Yeah,
just awful, and this just makes the next game we have against Spurs absolutely, the more really,
yeah, must
season
win match.
defining right now because we lose that match. Spurs get the confidence; they have the whole momentum, and they win all of their matches in hand. They go 6 points above us. And with Conte in charge, I won't put past them like them finishing above us if they win the match against us on the Sunday.
Yeah, then it will be really hard because Spurs, they are winning somehow. They are doing something. They are winning somehow. They are getting the 3 points. They are not. They are not playing that great, but they are getting the 3 points.
Mm,
So at this stage, that matters because they are in for the top four race. So the only thing matters is 3 points, and they are getting that. And Chelsea, they are struggling to get. Chelsea are like in big trouble. So
mm.
if they lose this match, then it will be really hard because the whole momentum isn't like Spurs. They are on a roll in matches. So it will be really hard for Chelsea.
Yeah,
And I think,
absolutely.
yeah, the international break might help because they have to do something. They have to do something different. So it might help Chelsea because after this match, there's an international break coming up. So it could be like good for Chelsea getting
Mm.
a break from.
But winning this match is the most crucial thing this Sunday, no? Because we
Yeah,
lose this one, no international break is going to save us.
yeah, that's true. Because you have to get something about that match
Mm.
because you can't lose this match against Spurs. At least a
Absolutely
draw.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think yeah, it's really crucial. I think the
Mm.
Spurs, like players have to like show up big time.
Yeah, I know. Considering seeing this Spurs side, and how they played their last matches, I'm just fearful that they might actually nick this game, and we might lose this 2-0 or 1-0, and I would be absolutely gutted if we lose this one, because from the challenging title, we are almost fighting top four right now, and that's just so bad of a situation right now we have in.
Yeah, that's ridiculous because nobody saw this, right?
Mm,
Chelsea were like at the top, they were like challenging for the title, and suddenly with like one interview, I guess the whole squad got disjointed. I
mm.
think the whole squad is like a bit here and there right now because they are not playing as a team. They are not in the same wavelength, I guess, all the
Mm,
teammates.
absolutely. That's what
So
I think. So that's what I think too.
yeah,
Because the whole squads, the momentum is already shifted from our end. Because it doesn't look like we're going to do anything in the game at all. Because we even the last two games I saw, we look so dreadful. We look so slow right now. That's not what I was seeing like end of the last season, the beginning
yeah,
of this season.
yeah, true. So and you're missing some important players too. So that's a big loss.
Mm,
And so yeah, so something has to be changed. And let's see, this Spurs match is yeah, really important match right now for Chelsea. They
yeah.
have to like get something about that.
Let's talk a bit more about Spurs then. From now, Spurs again. They had a match scheduled with Arsenal, which got postponed. Then they played Leicester, and Leicester scores the first goal. Spurs come back. Then Leicester scores the goal. It looks like Leicester is winning. 94th minute, Bergwijn scores one. Almost instantly picks up the ball and scores another, and Spurs win it. Almost, this is a miracle for Spurs winning these 3 points from Leicester.
Yeah, yeah, true. Actually, I couldn't watch the full match because there was United match going on,
Mm,
so I just watched highlights. But I think Spurs dominated the match before Leicester had scored. They
mm.
had really good chances, but they didn't take the chances. But then Leicester scored from Dhaka, from like nowhere they got a goal. But then again, Kane scored a beautiful goal. I think Kane was really good, but he was really unlucky because he stuck a post and he could have
Yeah,
scored
he
more
he
goals,
actually
but
missed like a couple of good sitters actually. A good
yeah,
heading chances and a good they could have easily outscored Leicester the first half, but in second
yeah,
half Leicester looked the dominant side. But
yeah,
Spurs at the end of the day they clinched it in at 94th minute. This is what a good manager does to you. This is what a good
yeah.
manager when Conte comes in. You see the difference. What's coming to Spurs side.
And the player like Bergwijn, he was like there were rumors that he's going to like leave this month because he was not playing much. So
Mm,
there were rumors that he's going to leave, but and he comes in and he scores the two goals. Now, yeah, and that's the thing that a great manager like makes the difference. He like never lets the team down. He motivates the team to go to the like final whistle and get the 3 points. And here, yeah, we can see that. Now we saw how bad Spurs were under Nuno. They were
mm.
really pathetic. Now see the difference. Yeah, they are not that great. They are not in control of the game, but they are getting the 3 points, and that's what matters right now because they are in the top four race and they are getting the 3 points.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes the Chelsea versus Spurs game so crucial now, and absolutely important for both the sides, to be honest. Because if Spurs win this, it's almost certain. Looks like they're going to finish in top four. But if Chelsea wins it, then we have a control back in our hands to end up in top four, and we can concentrate on other competitions. And the Premier League takes a side step. But right now, this is an absolutely season-defining match for us against Spurs. So, what are your predictions for this one then, Gokul?
Yeah, this is a really tight. It will be a really tight match because both the teams will be looking for the
Mm,
victory because
mm,
they know how important these 3 points are. Because there is like a lot of teams like in the top four race, so they will be looking to get the 3 points and go ahead of them. So it could be really hard, but I think it can be a draw here because I think both the like manager might go a bit defensive
mm,
and get a draw here,
mm.
a 1-1 or 2-2 draw.
Draw, yeah. See, I'm going for draw as well because I don't see Chelsea keeping clean sheet here, and Spurs look like really dominant. And we would be really lucky to get a win out of here. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw as well. because right now the form we are in, a draw would be absolutely a decent result for us, because we are in some dreadful form, absolutely dreadful form. Because if we can draw against this side like Brighton, I don't see us going and playing against Spurs and winning us right now at this situation. And Kane, looks like he's back in some good form, and he would be creating a lot of mess for us. So it's looking really hard for us, to get a winner out of this game. So uh, enough of Chelsea and Spurs. Let's move on to Manchester United, and let's go with our first game we had of the week. That was Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Martinez loses the ball, gives a goal to Manchester United. Then Bruno Fernandes gets the amazing second goal. Then Coutinho comes in from Aston Villa and changes the whole game.
Yeah, I think this was again dreadful performance for United, and they were lucky they got like Martinez made a mistake in like the shot and goes in, and again in the second goal also it was a mistake from like Villa player. He gave the ball away to Fred, and Bruno was through. So I think this was a pathetic performance from United. They were lucky that they got the 2 goals, but after getting the 2 goals, they should have like held on. Because we got the 2 goals, it was 2-0 up, and we expect United to like somehow hold on. But yeah, again, Coutinho comes in and he creates like an assist and then he scores. It's really pathetic right now because they are like when Rangnick came in, he was saying that I don't like United like because they were not controlling the game, and right now again it's the same. They are not able to control the game. Even after getting the 2-0 lead, they are not controlling the game, and they're like going like they're giving away the 2 goals. It's like really bad right now. It's somehow we didn't lose the match because Aston Villa could they could have won that.
Yeah, they had
again.
like a lot of chances at the end of the game. It looked very much like they might clinch it. And actually, it was absolutely bonkers to think that Coutinho comes in, gets an assist, and gets a goal. It was it's a dream debut for him, first of all, and against a team opponent like Manchester United. But the form Manchester United, and we wouldn't have put past them. But this was a shocker result for Manchester United, because they should be keeping at least they should be winning this game after going 2-0 ahead.
Yeah, that's why it should have like the 3 points getting, but again the defending the midfield, it was really poor, and again we have to thank De Gea for getting.
He's been absolutely amazing this season. Even the last game against who did Manchester United play against the last one? Brentford, I think. He made some couple of great saves in that game as well. He's looking absolutely in form, keeping you guys getting points.
Yeah, he is helping in like keeping us in like top 4 race right now, because otherwise we are gone, because we could have easily lost even the Brentford match and this match also. So yeah, he's I think only man in a great form right now. Other midfield, I think everybody is struggling right now. I don't know. And defense also, it's not looking great. So yeah, it's a really hard time for United right now.
From what did you take away from the Aston Villa match? Because the way I saw it, a couple United players look again, like I say again with the Chelsea game, Manchester United players look devoid of any creativity at all in the midfield, and it didn't look like they will create any more chances. And every attack that Aston Villa actually took, any attack that Aston Villa actually initiated, Manchester United almost gave way for them to get a goal from there.
Yeah, that's what. There was no control in the game. It was like at Old Trafford and Aston Villa were running the game. They were like really dominant. They were running the show. And the problem again, you're playing Matic at the midfield. You can't expect to control the game because he is old now. He doesn't have the legs to control the game from the midfield. It's time has passed, and I don't understand that why he's playing there. Okay, McTominay was like suspended, but at least you give how many times you can. Donny Van de Beek is there.
I think Van de Beek is moving this season because it doesn't look. I think it just doesn't make sense for him to stay anymore. And also
I don't know why. Yeah,
Also,
It's a,
United
it's
is
a,
not giving really any more chances to him, and it just looks dreadful in his situation. I think he's accepted his fate. I think he's moving this season, and also United are not getting in players this January, so it's looking harder for Van de Beek as well, and it's looking harder for United as well. If they keep continuing, and we know who Manchester United are facing this week in West Ham, they're gonna have some tough opposition again.
yeah, again, this is like a do or die match for United. If we lose
Mm,
this match, then the top four is over.
mm,
Same, top four is gone because right now Spurs are in great form and like Arsenal are in great form. Then West Ham are out, and Chelsea are so ahead of United. So this is a must win. If we lose this match, then gone. Top four
mm.
is not. We are not going to get the top four.
Yeah, I know. Let's go to the next game of Manchester United. They had Brentford, and Brentford again. Like I said, they were the dominant side in the first half, but against the run-off game, Manchester United gets the goal, and that was some good goals from the youngster. What was his name? Uh,
Alanga.
yeah, it was absolutely a great goal from him, and United looked in control in second half, but again against Brentford, the manager comes out and says that we almost played Man United out of the park again in this game. We almost destroyed Manchester United. I wouldn't dispute him in the first half, but he went a bit overboard because second half it was all Manchester United from them on.
Yeah, first half it was only Brentford. They were looking great. I think.
Mm,
I think that's the best game they played. Apart from the game they played, the first match they played against Arsenal, they
mm.
were really great. They created chances again. David De Gea, he
If
saved
they were a
us.
bit more clinical, you could have easily gone down 2-3 nil in the first half itself.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and De Gea made a couple of like one-on-one saves, and also he kept us in the game again.
Mm,
So in the first half they dominated, I think, and the second half I think United played much better. I think they controlled the game better. I
mm,
think McTominay was like good at like base of the midfield
mm.
because he was running and he was getting in tackles. So I think they controlled a bit, and then we got the goal. And I think after the goal, we played like really we managed the game well because
Mm.
we got the goal. After that, we controlled the game. We scored again, and yeah, and got the third. And then we went back to back five. That I don't know why. And we invited the pressure, and they scored again. They
Yeah,
scored
I
the
know.
goal.
And the substitution of Ronaldo has already created a lot of news again. But I still feel it was a right decision to substitute Ronaldo
But
because
I
he
feel
wasn't
yeah,
doing much in the game.
it was right because he was coming back from the injury and he was not like running around. So
Mm,
it was a right choice. But I don't think we should have gone back to back five because I think it was inviting more pressure because already Brentford was like attacking and then going back five, it's like stepping back, giving the opponent more chances, and they created a chance and they scored a goal. They easily could have scored another, but yeah, luckily they scored only one, and luckily we got the 3 points.
yeah, I think United were lucky to get out of both the matches. To be honest, Aston Villa and Brentford. Aston Villa more, Brentford not so much because United really got back in control in the second half. But yeah, this game, what is this on Saturday or Sunday? Is it? Manchester United versus West Ham becomes
Yeah,
very, very important. What are you looking forward for this match again, Gokul?
yeah, this 3 points, nothing less than that. If we have to get on the top four, then we have to get the 3 points here,
Mm,
and it's not going to be easy, we know, because West Ham are in good form. They have a great squad, and they have like a decent like they're they're in a good form too. So it will be a really tough match,
mm.
and United are going against David Moyes, so
Yeah,
David
it'll
Moyes
be
will be
interesting to see again. Them going on David
yeah.
Moyes and the form Jared Bowen is in. It's going to be hard controlling the guy.
Yeah, again, David De Gea is going to be very busy.
Mm.
He has to keep us in the game again.
He has to, he
To
has to, he has to because he's the only guy in Manchester United who's looking like he's playing for the club. Others, not so much. But yeah, this game it becomes absolutely crucial for Manchester United. West Ham, maybe it doesn't look like West Ham are going to end up in top four because I feel like Arsenal and Spurs have way more quality and better coaches again. I would say better, more quality from this West Ham side to end up in top four. But again, this game for Manchester United becomes really crucial. They need the 3 points out of this game.
Yeah, they need the 3 points very badly because
Mm,
it's high time now. Because now, if we lose this match, then we have to like depend upon the others result
mm,
to get there. Even now, we have to because Spurs are so far ahead. I think Spurs game in hand, they win everything, all the matches. Then they even go above Chelsea. So
mm.
it's really hard for United. So yeah, we have to get the 3 points here. It's
Yeah.
the
Lot of great matches coming up because we'll have to even wait and see the North London derby, which is going to be really crucial for United and Chelsea, because one of them are going to lose, and better be Spurs, because the form they are in, they look a little bit really uh, good going forward. So it's a bit hard for us teams like United to catch up with them.
yeah, true. It's really depends on the other team because we have like given away so many 3 points away. We
Hmm.
could have won, but now it's Spurs. It's on Spurs in hand. So they have the game in hand. They win those matches, then they are like pro for race. They are way ahead of United.
Hmm. What are your predictions for this one then, Gokul?
It's really hard, but I hope United somehow gets the 3 points. It will be really close match, I guess.
Hmm.
West Ham are really going to give us a very tight match.
Hmm.
So I think it could be a 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah. I'm looking at a draw here again, because looks like Manchester United are going to score first, but West Ham, the form they are in, they might nick it. There might be a draw, so I'm going for a 2-2 draw here, because
Yeah, it
Manchester
will be
United don't
really
look.
tight match.
It's going to be really absolutely a really crucial tight match again. No, none of the teams are going to give away the points that easily. So it looks like they'll be satisfied with the draw. So it looks like more of a draw kind of a match from here. So let's go to the next game that we had last week again. That was what was that? Again, let's go back to this West Ham match, West Ham versus Leeds, and Leeds almost, Harrison a hat trick, and West Ham lost that one. How do you think that's going to affect West Ham's form coming into this match?
Yeah, I was really happy to see that because I like because they were top of the race. So I really hope they lose this match. And it was really surprised because Leeds have not been in a great form this season, but yeah, they come and Harrison gets a hat trick. It was really surprised that he gets a hat trick. So it was really good as a United fan. It felt good, but yeah, it was a really surprise because I expected West Ham to win this match,
Hmm.
and that has been affecting West Ham because they are winning against the big teams. They are really playing well against these big teams, but
Hmm.
against these lower sides, they are like struggling. They are not
Again,
able to
Jared
control.
Bowen had a brilliant chance at the end of the game to actually,
Yeah,
equalize this one. He lost that. I was surprised him missing this one, but taking the ball up
because
in the chest. So yeah, that was a great chance again. But yeah, going ahead, this is going to be a crucial match for West Ham as well. So this is going to be a really good match to watch.
yeah, this could be like the 3 point out that could like cost them the top four because
Mm,
this they should have won because Leeds we have saw because they were like really not that great this season.
mm.
So they should have won because even at their home, it's really a
There
three
were a
point
lot of
loss.
youngsters playing, a lot of 18 years old playing for Leeds in that game as well, because they had a lot of people out for COVID and injuries.
Yeah,
So yeah, I was surprised West Ham lost that one, but again, I was happy to lose. I was happy to see them lose, because I absolutely hated them, because once we lost West Ham is when our form started going downwards. It was really nice to see them lose that game. So let's go to the next one: Crystal Palace versus Liverpool this week. Uh, how do you see this game going? Because Crystal Palace again a decent side, but going against Liverpool without Mo Salah and Mane again. So we saw Liverpool play yesterday night, and they look decent enough to defeat
yeah,
Arsenal. You think Crystal Palace is going to be a challenge for them?
yeah. I think it could be a bit hard match, but I think they have the quality to get the 3 points. And
Mm.
we saw yesterday night against Arsenal, they were pretty much comfortable. Only one or two chances for Arsenal. Apart from that, like Liverpool were in control. So like because and Crystal Palace are not a side who are like very sound defensively.
Mm.
They make a couple of mistakes on back. Like Liverpool will struggle if like they're very like sound defensively. They don't give any chances because without Salah and Mane, they could struggle to create like those
The thing
like
about
chances.
Liverpool is when I saw them yesterday, they didn't really look that good, but there were lot of mistakes from Arsenal ends, which actually gave advantage to Liverpool because I didn't really see Liverpool that dominant yesterday. And they were actually a pretty weak in first half. They got a goal against the game against the run of play yesterday
Yeah,
night, the first one, and they didn't really look that decent. They only got comfortable once they got the first goal. And if they start like this with Crystal Palace and Crystal Palace get the first goal, I think this might turn out to be a hard game, but as it is, this looks pretty even without Mo Salah and Sadio Mane.
yeah, that's all because they're like they won't be that great going forward because Salah and Mane are big miss. So if like Crystal Palace can hold like they can hold a good defensive line, then
Mm,
they can get something out of this. But that's a problem because their defensive side has been like a bit weak because going
mm,
forward they have been great, but defensively they have been a bit weak and they have been making mistakes. Then if they make mistakes, then like they have less to like score with Jota
mm.
and like they can score goals. So it's all depends on the Crystal Palace defense if they can hold like this Liverpool attack
This will
without
be at
Salah
Crystal
and Mane.
Palace home, so there is a bit of a home advantage there playing with Crystal Palace. But yeah, I
Yeah.
still go with Liverpool winning this one. Comfortably actually. I would go for a 3-0 victory or 3-1 victory, probably a 3-1 victory for Liverpool here. What is
Yeah.
your predictions here then, Goku?
Yeah, same even I go for like Liverpool winning this match. Yeah, 3-1. Yeah,
Mm,
2-0
yeah.
or 3-1. It could.
Yeah, it looks very even here again. Let's go to the next game we have. Southampton versus Manchester City. Southampton again, decent side. They're getting results somehow, and against Man City, you know. Do you really think Man City are going to drop points again? This is like what 13 games on the run, getting points, not even drawing. They're winning all 13 games.
Yeah, they are on a roll right now again. Yes. And I don't think Southampton are going to cause any upset
Mm,
because right now it's like City all the way. They are winning games after game,
mm,
and they are on a roll. They like now De Bruyne has came back. He started scoring goals, so
mm,
it's going to be even tougher to Southampton. I think the last game in this season,
mm.
Southampton hold City in at the City's home, but it was a surprise. But I don't think it's going to happen right now because City are in great form. They are winning back-to-back matches, so
Hmm.
I think City is comfortable in this match.
Yeah, because City are juggernaut who doesn't look like they're going to drop any points at all anytime soon. I would be surprised but they did lose the match against Southampton in the first half of the season. So
Yeah, they lose. Yeah,
they lost, but I don't. It doesn't look like they're going to lose anymore. That's the reason we're out of the race. I mean Chelsea and Liverpool, both of them, because Man City are so good. 13 wins on the run. I it's just unreal. We don't even see this kind of runs, and they do it every season. That's how good they are.
yeah,
I mean, I can't like. It's almost like people saying that Man City have made Premier League, Farmers League now. But no, I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, Man City are absolutely rolling this Premier League over this season again with their form. It doesn't even look like we're going to challenge them because. They win this one. That's a 14 game on the game on the run wins. Not even draw. It just wins. It's just all complete 14 wins, and it's just unreal. It's just I don't know how much to praise Pep Guardiola. He's probably the second best manager I've seen in my life after Alex Ferguson in this Premier League.
yeah. True, we have to give credit to him because they are like somehow they get on roll after like December. From December they get on a roll and
Mm,
they win matches back to back and they win the Premier League. It's and they dominate. Yeah, and now it's been like we are seeing in from the past season, so it's like they're going to win it. So
mm.
yeah, it's really hard as a United fan to see City like dominating Premier League like this, and we are struggling. So it's really hard to see, but yeah, they have got the great squad, and I think the main thing is they have got the great depth in the squad.
Mm,
Even if there is one or two players, they're okay because the players they come in, are equally good. They are equally of the same quality. So that's the difference between City and the other teams right now.
Mm.
Because in other team, because you can see in Chelsea and in Liverpool also, if they miss a couple of playing 11 players, then the players that come in don't have the same quality as the one who has gone. Because we see in Chelsea, we see in Chilwell and Everton missing. Chelsea are struggling, and with Liverpool, if Salah and Mane you take off them, and Van Dijk if you take them off, then the quality that comes to replace them are not that great.
City
But
almost, devised the system of number nine, and I mean the false nine, because what I feel is, Pep Guardiola did that at Barcelona. Right now, he's perfected that in City. Right now, they have modeled the game such a way that they don't really need a number nine, and they can just move on and they can score through the whole midfield. They play what, six midfield, seven midfielders in a game, and they don't even look like they're gonna lose at any point. They almost dominate the match almost every time, and they get and talking about the City side, I the quality they have is just unreal, and even in the back, the
yeah,
front, the midfield, it's just unreal. And where you see them, the quality of football they play, the quality of the squad they have, the best side in Europe again. How hard is it for teams like United, Chelsea, Liverpool to catch up to them? It's been like what, four titles? It's almost like four titles in 5 seasons. Really hard, no?
yeah, it's really hard because they have built a great squad. That's the thing. Because they have built a great squad, and the other teams they don't have that. They don't have
Mm,
that great depth in the squad. So it's going to be really tough because going for and they got a young team too. It's not that they got an old team, aging team.
mm.
They got a young team, and it's not going to stop. I think any time now because unless Guardiola leaves, and I think within I think
Yeah, man, I can't wait for Guardiola leaving, Man City. I mean,
two,
seriously, man, it's just so hard playing against that Guardiola's team. But yeah, it would have been really a sweet victory for, Tuchel if he would have got that victory or something. But clearly, Man City are the, favorites to win almost all competitions. Maybe a treble. I mean, United's treble is in a proper danger if they can get all competitions this time. But yeah, looks pretty doable for Man City, no?
yeah, I hope they don't win the Champions League because if they win the Champions League, then that's it because that's the only competition they are yet to win,
Mm.
and that with that only we mock the City fans so that they never won the Champions League.
City
But
has
if they
fans.
win that,
I
yeah,
don't know
if
City
they
has
win
fans
that,
because I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a lot of fans going forward now because a
yeah,
brilliant
true.
side,
The brand,
young
yeah, the
team.
way they play football, they are bound to get even because even we is someone we like that the way they play. Then they're bound to get the fans because
Mm,
they are like entertaining football. They play entertaining football and they dominate the match. So yeah, they're a great team.
yeah. Enough for Man City. What are your predictions for this one then, Gokul?
Yeah, I think it should be like comfortable victory for the City.
Yeah,
I think
I
it
go
should be
for
a
a
easy.
3-0 victory, easy. I think I
Uh,
don't see Southampton coming back, but I would really love for Southampton to actually get another one on the City side. But yeah, it looks really hard. Let's go to the Arsenal side. The side which is full of red cards now. Xhaka missing the game, Partey missing the game. And they don't really have any CDMs now. Going against this Burnley side, how hard do you think this Burnley side is going to prove for Arsenal?
yeah, I think Burnley will be like really in for the 3 points because they are in like bottom of the table right now. They are in
Hmm.
the right at
Desperately,
bottom of the
I think
table.
Burnley are going down. I think I don't
Yeah,
see it's a Sean Dyke fault, but I put a lot of on Burnley's management. Them losing Chris Wood at a very crucial point of time. They don't have anyone to replace him with, and
mm.
this is looking like Burnley going down again. I feel like Sean Dyche could do a better job with another club in this Premier League, which actually spends some money rather than this Burnley side.
Yeah, that's what is like. He has not got any player like to improve the
Mm,
squad. It's
mm.
been the same team, and losing their like top striker, it's really hard. It's a big hit for them because he was a like player who scores goals for them, and yeah, it's going to be really hard. But yeah, let's see this match. We'll see how like Burnley will play without Wood because I think their last match got off like postponed, I guess. So we can see how they're going to play without Bruce Wood. And yeah, and against the weak Arsenal team because they are missing some players without with the red card. So let's see. It could be like a really like close game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really closer game than people give credit for because Burnley again, they're absolutely looking for the 3 points here. Arsenal with no CDMs, really might struggle against this Burnley side, who might actually overcrowd the midfield now because they don't have Chris Wood, and Arsenal might find themselves in trouble. But yeah, I feel this is heading for a draw, classic Burnley draw match, and Burnley really has to, right now start spending some bucks in because right now it looks like Newcastle are doing a little bit better than Burnley. Nothing drastically better, but still better. So and this Burnley side again going forward, we'll have to see how they actually play against this Arsenal side now, and crucial match for both the sides. Arsenal again to put the pressure on the Spurs and Manchester United at the top of the table. Looks really tough for this one. What are your predictions for this one then again?
Yeah, I hope Arsenal drop points because it will be really good for United. So I hope Burnley puts in a really good defensive performance and hold Arsenal to 0-0 draw. 0-0 draw.
0-0 draw. Yeah, I look it's a draw as well because that's what Burnley are good for. I don't see Arsenal having midfield to control it, and Burnley again don't have a striker to finish it. So it looks like a very even match for me. So it looks like a 1-1 draw for me. Yeah, and it'll be a decent result for Spurs and Manchester United and West Ham. Considering, but Arsenal will be looking to get all 3 points as well. Again, just like Burnley.
Yeah,
so it makes a really interesting game. Let's go to the next set of matches we have. Brentford versus Wolves. This is going to be a good match, but it feels like Wolves are going to get all 3 points here.
Yeah, because Wolves were really good last match. I think against Southampton, they won 3-1 comfortably. So I think they are looking great now. I think and Jimenez scored a goal, so he's back scoring goals. So it will be really hard for Brentford because they don't have the squad up to. They will be really and Wolves defensively they are really great and going forward they are improved a lot. So they're looking as a great Premier League team right now. They're looking great mid-table team.
Yeah,
so
time for Premier League clubs to start hunting down Wolves now because we see their players absolutely dominating in their defense. Defensively, Wolves are one of the best sides actually I've seen in this Premier League this season.
Yeah, they have got the strongest. Yeah, they have got the strongest defender, I guess, because it's really hard to break them down. They're just so strong. They play so together at the back. They don't give the spaces, so it's really hard to break them down from the back. And the goalkeeper they got is really good.
That was an absolutely great addition from Wolves getting Jose. It was a really good addition. Again, we don't even feel like they have lost Diogo Jota because if Diogo Jota in this team, we see another 10 to 20 goals from this Wolves actually, in all competitions. But this Wolves side, nevertheless, is really good, and I really feel that we need, since we are letting go Andres Christensen, and probably hopefully we don't let Rudiger go, but looks very likely that Rudiger is moving as well. We actually we can easily take a couple of defenders from this Wolves side because they look absolutely brilliant in this Premier League.
Yeah, true. And they play together because that's the main thing, I guess. They know how to defend together. They do that. They don't give the spaces. Yeah, and they got really good defenders. Conor Cody and Killman. These guys are great. I think Killman is really young. I think he can move to the bigger team, I guess, in future.
A lot of Wolves players actually have potential to play in top four. You see Ruben Neves, you see Raul Jimenez. Adama Traore looks like he's going to move to Spurs. It's a good squad. It's an absolutely good squad, but we'll have to see. But this game, I feel Wolves are overwhelmingly looking favorites here. But again, Brentford can cause trouble here. But I'll go for. I don't. I'm not going against Wolves here.
Yeah, even I think Wolves might
Yeah, I'm going for a 2-0 victory here for Wolves. Maybe a 2-1 probably. I'll be gracious for this Brentford, because but I don't really look like Brentford are going to clinch this one from Wolves because they are so good in defense. it's just so hard for us to break them down. And they play low block really well. This Wolves side, it's just hard for any other team to break the low block, and they're so good at counter attacking. It just makes them even more harder to break them down. Uh, let's go to the next game we have: Everton versus Aston Villa. Talking about Everton, we almost predicted Everton are going to win the last game. Norwich almost dominated the whole game in that match.
Yeah, it was like really surprising because we know like if they lose this match, then this is gone, and same then this is gone. Because Norwich, they are like at the bottom of the table whole season, and they come up with the victory against Everton. It's really surprising. And yeah, again, it was disjointed Everton performance because
Yeah, and right
losing.
now Benitez is gone. So we are looking at some new managers now. We are seeing three new candidates
Appointed
coming up.
Brendan.
Yeah, he's just in term, I feel, but they're looking at
Yeah,
three
correct.
main. They're looking at the three main managers right now. What I've heard from, they're looking at Rooney, they're looking at Lampard, and they're looking at Jose Mourinho. Can we see a return of Jose Mourinho now?
But I think Mourinho has ruled himself out because
Hmm.
I think he eventually told that I'm not going to go to a mid-table Premier League team.
Yeah,
So
but
I
that's
don't
the
think
thing with Mourinho. We don't know. He says he told he's never going to go to Spurs, and he ended up in Spurs for like a couple of years. So we just can't
that's
rule
true.
him out. But 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 but
That's but
Lampard and Rooney look like a really solid options right now here.
yeah, but even I don't think like Mourinho can do better job at Everton because they don't have the squad like Mourinho like will
Hmm.
like to have.
Hmm.
So I think they're better off looking for something like a new fresh manager. I think yeah, Rooney or Lampard could be a good addition for them because
Hmm.
Rooney is doing a great job in Derby
Derby
because
County,
they
yeah.
were yeah they have like I think 20-21 point reduction. Still they are in contention to like
Survive this championship.
stay,
Yeah, yeah,
stay up.
100%, 100%. That's a great job by Rooney again. And if we are hearing that they're going to be a takeover from Derby County, so once that takeover happens, Derby County might be in a really strong position to actually survive this season and actually build towards something better. But yeah, if Rooney comes to this Everton side, since he have a history of he being ex-player and all, and Lampard again comes in, but Everton still needs signings, and they have been awful in their signings past few seasons, getting some really dead wood in their club like Rondon and I don't know players like there's really a lot
Iwobi.
of there are a lot of absolutely garbage players
Yeah.
in that Everton side. Spending 500 million on these garbage players is just not happening.
And yeah, Iwobi and all, they spent I think 40 million. I don't know what they saw in Iwobi.
Hmm.
He was so dreadful in Arsenal, and they spent 40 million on him to bring him. Yeah,
That's what I was surprised them getting Rondon as well. The guy was playing in
yeah,
China.
Ronaldo.
They
Yeah,
they get him as well, and they've got so many players that they don't really need. And I actually see just three players in Everton. They had Luka Dean, and they lost him now. Now that just leaves
yeah, it's a
three
great.
players in that whole Everton squad who are actually worth something, like Richarlison, Calvert Lewin, and probably Drocure. Those are the only three side. Probably Allen. That's the only four I would go for. But the rest of the
Yeah,
whole squad looks absolutely garbage for me.
yeah, and I think they need a couple of centre backs too because
Mm.
they're like centre backs are also struggling, and they let go of Luke Digne. He was such a good left back for them, and
Mm.
they let him go for because he was like he had some issues with Bendis, and they sacked Bendis too.
Mm.
So it's really bad management from Everton, right?
Yeah, it's
And
very
yeah,
bad management
so,
from that squad actually. When you see what they're just neighbors, what Liverpool are doing, and these people actually spending money of 500. 500 million is not a small amount. They just spend almost a half billion, and they are signing this garbage players. They could have got half decent squad with this kind of money. But yeah, Aston Villa are doing great job with their recruitment, and this game really signifies that. And Everton versus Aston Villa, I give no chance for Everton winning this one.
yeah, because Aston Villa are in like really good momentum too. They are really playing well against United. They dominated the match.
Mm.
They could have got all the 3 points. So they have been like really good confidence. They will be having good confidence going to this match. And Everton they are in the lowest of the con because
Mm.
losing against Norwich, I think nothing bad can happen after that.
That's the worst. Nothing worse can happen after that. That's true. That's true. But yeah, so we're talking about Everton versus Aston Villa, and we know how dominant Aston Villa and Everton are absolutely garbage looking like, last game at least. What are your predictions for this one then?
Yeah, I think so. The momentum is there with Aston Villa. They are in good form. They are like really playing very well. They're in a good space and they've gotten like really good players. So I think it should be an easy win for Aston Villa because Everton right now they are really pathetic. They are really struggling. So it should be an easy win for Aston Villa. I'll
Yeah.
go for like 2-0,
Yeah, I
2-0
go
to
for a
Aston Villa.
2-0 victory too because this is just too easy for Everton, right? I mean, too easy for Aston Villa right now. Doesn't look like Everton are going to cause any problem at all. So we have our next game that is a really good one. Watford versus Norwich, proper bottom table, and I don't. It looks like both of them are going down. Uh, who are going down actually right now? The Burnley,
Four teams.
Newcastle,
So
and Norwich. Yeah,
Newcastle, Burnley, Norwich, Bradford.
so
So
yeah,
one will survive.
yeah, Norwich might have a slight chance. No one gave Norwich any chance, but looks like they might have a slight chance to survive if they actually, play properly now.
Yeah, it's up to the team like that takes the points because all the four teams they they deserve to go down because all the
Mm,
teams are pathetic. So the lucky one, yeah, we have to see who is the one because Newcastle are struggling to get the players in they want, and
mm,
so if they don't get players in, then they are going down for sure because they don't have got a good squad. So yeah, so this match is really crucial. The one who gets the 3 points, they move ahead. So yeah, crucial match for them.
absolutely crucial. And this is a proper 6 pointer. Then again, we have a lot of 6 pointers this week, like Chelsea versus Spurs, probably a 6 pointer. We have United West Ham 6 pointer. Then we have what's this? Yeah, not really. Yeah, this one, Watford Norwich, proper 6 pointer. Yeah, we have some good 6 pointers this week again. This looks like a very even match. I feel now Norwich can clinch this. Devon Smith have been doing some really good job with this Norwich side.
Yeah, that's what they got the victory from Norway against Everton. Nobody gave them a chance.
Mm,
So yeah, it was a really good 3 points there. But yeah, going forward, let's see because even their squad is not that great. So
mm,
this match is really crucial. If you get the
mm,
3 points here, then you go above these teams.
mm.
So yeah, this is like a 6 pointer for them. Yeah, and
Yeah.
both the team, Watford also.
Do you look like it looks like a draw for me? What are you going for then again for this one?
Yeah, even for me too, is look like a draw because both the teams will be like cautious because
Mhm.
both the team won't want the other team to get the 3 points. So both the teams might be a bit cautious, and yeah, so I think it could be a draw.
Yeah, I'll go for it. I put down as a 1-1 for you as well.
Yeah,
So
1-1.
let's go to the next game. We have Leeds versus Newcastle. Newcastle again got in Kieran Trippier and looks like they're going to get another left back and against this Leeds side who have got a bit of confidence going forward. Do you think Leeds can actually win this one again?
Yeah, I think they have like a confidence from the last match because
Mm,
beating West Ham at their home because it's a really good result for them.
mm,
And Newcastle, they should have won the last match against Watford. They were ahead with like a brilliant goal from Saint Maximin, but at the end they again bottled. They should have won the match because it could have like got them above like the relegation zone at
mm,
least 7. So they bottled it. That's the match they should have won to like be in this Premier League. So they lost the 3 points there. They got on the draw. So this match, if they don't get the 3 points again, then Newcastle are going down again because they don't have much time left because it's I think they played 20 matches and they go down
mm,
only one match. So the time is running out and they are not getting the players they want right now in the transfer window. It's not getting easier for them.
mm,
The players are not coming, and we expected that because no good players are going to come to the like a relegation battle because you never know because they can go down to championship and good players they won't be like liking to go to the
mm.
championship.
But it's all money, right? It's all money, money, money. They are
Yeah,
paying a lots of money for them players, but there's going to be, regulations in championship. But still looks like Newcastle are going to come up. Obviously, they're going to come up the amount of money they have right now. We don't really going to bet against them, are we now? But yeah, against this Leeds side this weekend, I really feel Leeds are going to get a win again here. Probably a draw, maybe a draw because Newcastle are good known for a draw team, so Eddie Howe can do that. but I don't see Newcastle winning this one. Probably Saint Maximan is out, but I'm not sure about it. But yeah, I feel Leeds are going to actually inch this one out. What is your feeling here?
Yeah, even I think Leeds might exit because at least they have the momentum of the getting the 3 points in the last match.
Mm.
And Newcastle's defense is really bad. They couldn't hold Watford, and Leeds I think they can score goals against this
Yeah.
Newcastle.
I
So
give
yeah,
a
even I think it could be 2-1 or 1-0 to Leeds.
yeah. I think it's gonna be 1-0 for me. I think put enough for 2-0. But yeah, let's go to the last game. Then we have this is a really good match again. Leicester versus Brighton. Very even match, I feel. Leicester good going forward. Brighton really good at holding the game.
Yeah, Leicester Brighton. Yeah, it would be because both the teams I think played pretty well last match, but yeah, Leicester were unlucky they didn't get the points. So they lost all the 3-1. They didn't even get the a draw. So Leicester they will be kicking themselves because they'll be telling from where they lost the game. And Brighton, yeah, they played really well against Chelsea.
Mm.
So both the teams will be in they're playing well, but yeah, I think Brighton might be bit happier because they got a point against Chelsea and
Mm.
they played really well. So yeah, both the teams. I think they're even team. I guess both the teams.
Very even, I feel. But I feel
Yeah,
Leicester are going to win this one because Leicester were really unlucky. Brendan Rodgers would have been pissed losing that
yeah,
two
you would
goals in
have
that
used up. Yeah,
94th minute. Yeah. So yeah, I really feel Leicester should actually win this one. They were deserved side to win in this and Spurs game as well. They
yeah,
watching the whole match. I'm talking not just the first half because if you're leading till 94th minute, it's really an obligation to actually see the game out. And from going there, actually losing the game in a minute, like eating two goals is just not done from any side at all in Premier League. So that was a really disappointing for Brendan Rodgers and Leicester. So this game against Brighton becomes more crucial if they wanted to get anything in the top six at all. And Leicester, I feel are going to win this one. Brighton might hold them for a draw, but I'm going for a Leicester win here.
yeah. Even I think because the slightly better squad I guess than
Mm.
Brighton, and so yeah, even I think Leicester might exit. Yeah, but it will be a close game.
Mm.
But I think it could be a 2-1, 2-1
Yeah.
Leicester.
Yeah, 2-1. I'm going for a 3-1 here because I have more belief in Brendan Rodgers. Probably they might actually get this one done. Uh, so yeah, I think that's it. I think with that we have covered most of the results and this week's preview. And with that, I think we are done. I think we are set for this week again. Tomorrow the roller coaster starts. We're going to see a lot of permanent changes in top four then after this week.
Yeah, we will get a clear picture who
Mm.
is there in the top four race because Spurs versus Chelsea crucial, United
Mm.
versus West Ham crucial.
Mm.
So this is going to be a big match weekend for these
Mm.
teams
Yeah,
and
we
the
are.
relegation battle
The
Watford versus
relegation too,
Norwich.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, this next 2 to 3 months are going to be absolutely crucial, and these matches, and I feel Chelsea versus Spurs are going to be one of the most defining because it's going to affect a lot of other teams again. And if Manchester United and if Manchester United lose here, that's going to give a whole new boost for Arsenal and teams like West Ham again. And yeah,
Yeah,
this week games are some tight games again this week. So yeah, with that, I would have to say we are done with this week. And guys, if you're still watching us, please like, share, subscribe. We'll come back every week next season, probably the next to next season if you're alive. But yeah, we'll be coming back.
yeah,
Till then, Gokul, I think I'll see you again next week.
yeah. See you next week after the
All
game
right,
weekend.
guys. See you guys, everyone.
Bye guys.
Have a good weekend. I will see you guys again next week. See ya.
Yeah, bye guys.